On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Cafeteria.
A restaurant where customers serve themselves from a counter and pay for what they have taken, often found in factories, colleges, hospitals, etc.
Examples:
Cafeteria lunch, office cafeteria. The university's cafeteria was busy with students and staff grabbing a quick lunch.
Tray.
A shallow, flat container or surface for holding or carrying objects, often with raised edges or handles.
Examples:
Serving tray, tray for drinks. She placed the dishes on the tray and carried them to the table.
Nod.
To lower and raise one's head, sometimes several times, as to show approval, agreement, greeting, or confirmation.
Examples:
Nod at each other. Nod courteously. She nodded quietly in response to the question.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Bet.
To risk money on the result of an event or a competition, such as a race or game, to get more money, to have faith or confidence in something.
Examples:
Bet on a race. Bet my future. I bet that you know it.
Gravitation.
The force by which a celestial body, such as the Earth, pulls objects toward its center, the attraction between two or more objects due to their mass.
Examples:
Terrestrial gravitation. Universal gravitation. The force of gravitation keeps the planets in our solar system in orbit around the Sun.
Polarization.
The division or separation of something into two opposing or contrasting groups or factions, the condition of being polarized or having poles.
Examples:
Polarization effect. Dielectric polarization. The polarization of political views has created a deep divide in the country.
Malevolent.
Having or showing a desire to cause harm or evil to others.
Examples:
Malevolent stars. Malevolent act. She had a malevolent intention to harm her enemy.
Agenda.
A list or outline of things to be done, discussed, or considered.
Examples:
Agenda setting. Ambitious agenda. The agenda for the meeting includes discussions on the budget and new project proposals.
Scream.
To give a loud, high shout suddenly, especially because of fear, anger, excitement, etc., to utter or declare in a very loud voice.
Examples:
Scream a profanity. Scream at him to be quiet. She kept screaming for an ambulance.
Cable.
A set of wires covered by plastic or rubber that carries electricity, phone signals, etc. A solid thick rope made of twisted hemp or steel wire.
Examples:
Cable television. Coaxial cable. This system uses submarine cables to exchange information between continents.
Pundit.
An expert, authority, or knowledgeable commentator who frequently expresses opinions or gives analysis on a particular subject or issue.
Examples:
Conservative pundit. Sports pundit. The political pundit provided analysis and commentary on the latest election results.
Politician.
A person who is a member of a government or lawmaking organization, especially as an elected member of parliament, etc.
Examples:
A politician in the ruling party. A corrupt politician. The politician lost his position in the end due to the scandal.
Aisle.
A passage between rows of seats in a theater, airplane, or other public building, typically one of two or more running parallel with the main body of the structure.
Examples:
Aisle seat. The center aisle of a church. She walked down the aisle to the front of the church.
Violent.
Involving or caused by physical force or aggression against someone or something.
Examples:
Victim of a violent crime. Violent incident. The protesters became violent when the police tried to disperse them.
Scared.
Afraid or frightened.
Examples:
Scared all the time. Scared dog. I'm scared of insects.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples:
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Peer.
A person who has the same age, status, or ability.
Examples:
Peer group. Peer review. Among young people, peer pressure can be pretty influential.
Intent.
A strong determination or attention to do or achieve something. Adjective, having a strong determination to do or achieve something.
Examples:
The intent of a question. Intent gaze. The designer's intent was to create a minimalist aesthetic for the interior of the building.
Sophomore.
A student in their second year of college or high school, used more broadly to refer to someone who is experienced in a particular activity or field.
Examples:
Sophomore in high school. Sophomore slump. The university student was now a sophomore, having completed their first year of studies.
Attend.
To be present at an event, to go to a place.
Examples:
Attend a meeting. Attend service. We must attend to this matter.
Advocacy.
The act of supporting or promoting a particular cause or point of view, often through public campaigning or lobbying.
Examples:
Advocacy group. Consumer advocacy group. The group engages in advocacy through lobbying and campaigning for policy changes.
Institute.
An organization that has a specific purpose, particularly one dealing with science, education, or a particular profession. Verb, to initiate, introduce, or establish something.
Examples:
Institute a lawsuit. Research institutes. This region has many institutes offering higher education.
Penalty.
A punishment for violating a law, rule, or contract.
Examples:
Death penalty. Corner of the penalty area. The lawyer was reinstated after paying the penalty.
Wholehearted.
Sincere, genuine, and enthusiastic, with complete devotion or commitment.
Examples:
Wholehearted support. Wholehearted commitment. She put her wholehearted effort into finishing the project on time.
Offense.
An illegal act, a feeling of anger caused by a perceived insult to or disregard for oneself, the action of attacking an enemy.
Examples:
Minor traffic offenses. A first offense. Parental indifference to their children leads to juvenile offenses.
Immediate.
Happening or done without delay or occurring shortly after something else.
Examples:
Take immediate effect. The immediate past. Both forts were subject to immediate attacks.
Opposition.
The act of disagreeing or resisting, the state of strong disagreement.
Examples:
Opposition campaign. Meet with opposition. The opposition party strongly disagreed with the government's proposed legislation.
Sanction.
Official permission or approval for an action, especially an economic or political action by a government or international organization.
Examples:
Imperial sanction. Popular sanction. The government imposed economic sanctions on the country.
Murder.
The crime of killing somebody intentionally.
Examples:
Murder in the second degree. Attempted murder. This intriguing murder mystery remains unsolved.
Reinforce.
To strengthen or support something, especially by adding another material to it, to make a motion, idea, etc. stronger.
Examples:
Reinforce the military. Reinforce good behavior. We should reinforce the troops at the front line.
Suppress.
To bring something under control by force or authority, to put an end by force.
Examples:
Suppress a yawn. Suppress a revolt. The doctor prescribed medication to suppress the patient's appetite.
Deter.
To discourage or prevent someone from doing something.
Examples:
Deter aggression. Deter crime. The high fence was meant to deter intruders from entering the property.
Closure.
The situation that a company, organization, etc. has ceased operations permanently.
Examples:
Public school closures. Closure of a road. They regretted the closure of their restaurant.
Execution.
The act or process of carrying out a plan, order, or course of action. The act or process of carrying out the death penalty.
Examples:
Compulsory execution. Execution by injection. The execution of the plan was flawless, resulting in a record-breaking profit for the company.
Agonize.
To spend a long time thinking about a difficult problem and trying to make a decision, especially through worrying.
Examples:
Agonize pain. Agonize about financing. He agonized over whether to accept the job offer.
Perspective.
A certain attitude towards something, a particular style of thinking about something.
Examples:
A perspective view. Perspective of the battle. His father's death changed his whole perspective on life.
Inherit.
To receive money, property, or a title from someone after they have died.
Examples:
Inherit estate. Inherit ancestral property. After his death, his sons inherited his business.
Pore.
A tiny hole in the skin of people or other animals that sweat can pass through. Verb, to read carefully or study attentively.
Examples:
Woody pore fungi. Pore over reference books. I was sweating at every pore.
Liberal.
Willing to respect or allow many different types of beliefs or behavior, open-minded.
Examples:
A liberal arts college. Under liberal conditions. He is liberal in his thoughts.
Justice.
The quality of being fair and reasonable and treating people equally according to their due.
Examples.
Criminal justice. Justice of heaven. The judge's ruling was based on the principles of justice and fairness.
Conservative.
Holding traditional views and values and opposed to change or innovation.
Examples.
A conservative society. Conservative about production. He always makes a conservative estimation when predicting future sales.
Heritage.
The culture and traditions that are passed down from previous generations.
Examples.
Heritage site. Historical heritage. The heritage of the city is reflected in its architecture.
Historic.
Famous or significant in history, or potentially so.
Examples.
Historic accomplishment. Achieve the historic feat. The Chinese people have accomplished several historic feats.
Disproportionately.
In a way that is not reasonably or appropriately balanced, equal, or distributed, in a manner that is unequal or excessive about something else.
Examples.
Disproportionately affected. Disproportionately high. The rich can often disproportionately benefit from tax breaks and other advantages.
Engage.
To attract and keep someone's attention and interest, to participate in or obtain services of something.
Examples.
Engage in environmental protection activities. Engage a new employee. Many multinational companies are engaged in the reconstruction of that country.
Opposing.
Competing, fighting, or working against each other.
Examples.
Opposing counsel. In an opposing direction. We have no intention of opposing his idea.
Echo.
A sound heard after being reflected off a surface, such as a wall or a cliff.
Examples.
The echo of a person's footsteps. Sound echo. A thunderous boom echoed throughout the valley.
Chamber.
A large room used for a formal, public, or particular purpose, one of the parts of a parliament.
Examples.
A gas chamber. The lower chamber. The surgeon made an incision in the chambers of the patient's heart.
Partisan.
Biased or prejudiced in favor of a particular cause, group, or political party, displaying strong support or allegiance to a particular side or viewpoint.
Examples.
Partisan politics. Bridge partisan differences. Her partisan beliefs made it difficult for her to consider opposing viewpoints.
Encourage.
To give someone support, confidence, or hope, to persuade someone to do or continue to do something by making it easier for them and making them believe it is a good thing to do.
Examples.
Encourage a sense of affinity. Encourage antisocial behavior. They encouraged customers with a premium for loyal patronage.
Empower.
To give someone the power or authority to do something.
Examples.
Empower my life. Empower the secretary to do the same. The company empowered employees to buy low-price items without approval to achieve efficient purchasing.
Politically.
In a way that relates to the government or public affairs of a nation.
Examples.
Politically advantageous. Become politically savvy. This newspaper is supposed to be politically neutral.
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples.
Involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Equity.
The value of the shares issued by a company.
Examples.
Private equity firm. Equity capital market. That company is cautious when it comes to equity investment.
Voter.
A person who votes or has a legal right to vote in a political election.
Examples.
An eligible voter. Voter apathy. The election administration nullified the election results because of voter fraud.
Suppression.
The act of stopping or preventing something from being expressed or revealed.
Examples.
The suppression of bandits. Suppression of estrogen. The government imposed a suppression of freedom of speech.
Racial.
Of or related to the race, equals classification of humans into groups based on physical traits or social relations.
Examples.
Racial prejudice. Racial and ethnic backgrounds. A minor racial conflict later led to a civil war.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples.
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Merit.
The quality of being particularly good or worthy, especially to deserve praise or reward.
Examples.
Merit-based. The order of merit. She was promoted based on her merits as a hardworking and dedicated employee.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
A circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples:
Evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
Argument.
A set of statements or reasons used to support or refute a proposition or theory, a verbal or physical fight or dispute.
Examples:
A blazing argument. The argument against capital punishment. The argument between the two sides over the proposed policy was heated.
Rough.
Not quite exact or correct, having or caused by an irregular surface.
Examples:
Rough and tough. Rough estimation. The vehicle bounced along the rough mountain road.
Instance.
A particular example or single occurrence of something.
Examples:
For instance. Notable instance. These articles cite 5 instances of climate change.
Upbringing.
The conditions and experiences in which a child is cared for and taught, especially in relation to their moral and social development.
Examples:
Catholic upbringing. Family upbringing. His strict upbringing instilled in him a strong sense of responsibility.
Label.
A small piece of paper, fabric, or other material attached to an object and giving information about it. Verb, to assign to a category.
Examples:
A mailing label. Label a bag with my name. The label on the food package lists the ingredients and nutritional information.
Defiance.
Behavior characterized by an open refusal to obey someone or something.
Examples:
Fierce defiance. Adopt an attitude of defiance. He acted in defiance of our decision.
Appreciate.
To value and acknowledge the worth of someone or something, to be grateful for something or someone.
Examples:
Appreciate her feedback. Appreciate the value. We would appreciate an early reply.
Unique.
Being the only one of its kind, unlike anything else.
Examples:
A unique teacher. Unique design. The painting is unique, and there is no other like it.
Delve.
To dig or excavate deeply, to investigate or research intensively, to rummage or explore in a thorough or careful manner.
Examples:
Delve deeper. Delve into documents. Researchers must delve into the intricacies of the human brain to understand mental illness.
Disrespect.
An expression of lack of regard or contempt for someone or something.
Examples:
Mean no disrespect. Disrespect for a customer. His disrespectful behavior towards his elders earned him a stern warning from his parents.
Polar.
Relating to, or close to, the North or South Pole, characterized by complete opposites.
Examples:
Polar bears. Polar regions. Polar animals are graceful and efficient swimmers.
Disagree.
To have or express a different opinion, idea, etc.
Examples:
Disagree about a particular issue. Disagree with a plan. I disagree for reasons already stated above.
Uncomfortable.
Providing or feeling physical discomfort or slight pain.
Examples:
An uncomfortable silence. With an uncomfortable face. His abusive words made me uncomfortable.
Advocate.
A person who supports or suggests an idea, development, or way of doing something.
Examples:
An advocate of disarmament. Public education advocates. Advocates of abolishing the death penalty often argue that the alternative heaviest sentence should be life in prison.
Compromise.
To settle a problem or disagreement by mutual concession.
Examples:
Compromise the matter. Cannot compromise anymore. They never compromised on development despite the lack of funds.
Bipartisan.
Involving or supported by both of the main political parties in a country.
Examples:
Promote bipartisan cooperation. Bipartisan agreement. The legislation was passed with bipartisan support from both parties.
Discourse.
Any form of communication in speech or writing.
Examples:
Hold discourse with him. A discourse about art. Sweet discourse makes short days and nights.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Fellow.
Someone who has the same job or interests as you, or is in the same class, profession, or situation as you.
Examples:
Junior fellow. Nice fellow. He is the kind of fellow who only works for his success.
Divide.
To separate or cause to separate into parts or groups.
Examples:
Divide the cake into 2 pieces. Divide money equally. Can you divide 123,321 by 11?
Validate.
To check or prove that something is true, to make something officially or legally acceptable or approved.
Examples:
Validate a hypothesis. Validate a passport. To validate your purchase, please visit the following link.
Poll.
An inquiry into public opinion conducted by interviewing a random sample of people, the process of voting at an election.
Examples:
A pre-election poll. Public opinion polls. Several polls show a decline in the president's approval rating.
President.
The leader of a republic, for example, the U.S., the person in charge of the organization, such as a company, university, club, etc.
Examples:
President Emeritus. Vice President for Finance. The club president does not have absolute power.
Candid.
Honest, straightforward, and frank in someone's words or actions.
Examples:
Candid conversation. In my candid opinion. The candid photography captured the genuine emotions of the moment.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Division.
The act or outcome of splitting into separate parts, a critical organizational unit or sector.
Examples:
Cellular division. Division chief. Which division of the company do you work in?
Incredible.
Unbelievable, extremely large.
Examples:
Incredible amount. At incredible speed. Her response revealed incredible idiocy.
Affinity.
A natural liking or attraction to something, kinship by marriage or adoption.
Examples:
Affinity group. Have a high affinity. He has a strong affinity for music and plays multiple instruments.
Constitute.
To be the essential or fundamental elements or parts of something, to establish, appoint, or assign someone to a particular office or position, to make up or compose something.
Examples:
Constitute a threat. constitute a majority. The new regulations constitute a significant change in the industry standards.
Topic.
A subject that is being discussed or written about.
Examples.
A serious topic. The topic of the book. The topic of the discussion was the current state of the economy.
Entirely.
Completely.
Examples.
Entirely satisfied with the meal. He was entirely to blame. Later, his claim was found to be entirely false.
Religion.
A deep conviction in a supernatural power that controls human destiny.
Examples.
Religion sociology. Freedom of religion. Their religion strictly prohibits them from drinking or gambling.
Identity.
The fact of being who or what somebody or something is, the features, emotions, or ideas that distinguish persons from one another.
Examples.
Mistaken identity. Identity as an individual. The terrorist's identity remains unknown.
Unconventional.
Not following traditional or commonly accepted beliefs, practices, or customs, not conforming to established norms or standards.
Examples.
In an unconventional manner. Unconventional ideas. Her unconventional approach to teaching has been a hit with the students.
Tip.
The top or extreme point of something slender or tapering, usually a mountain or hill. A piece of advice about something practical, a small amount of money given for services.
Examples.
The tip of a paintbrush. Give the waiter a tip. I will introduce some tips on learning English in this class.
Obsess.
To fill the mind of someone continually so that one can't think of anything else.
Examples.
Obsess over her weight. He is obsessed with the fear. He's utterly obsessed with his promotion.
Addict.
A person who cannot stop using or doing something as a habit, especially something harmful.
Examples.
A drug addict. Internet addict. We have become TV addicts due to video streaming services.
Empathy.
The ability to share another person's feelings or experiences by imagining that person's situation.
Examples.
Full of empathy. Empathy for patients. Empathy is also necessary to understand history.
Insight.
The ability to gain an accurate and deep understanding of people or situations, an accurate and deep understanding of what something is like.
Examples.
A profound insight. Share my insights. We gained various insights by analyzing the vast amount of data owned by the company.
Convince.
To persuade someone or make someone believe that something is true.
Examples:
Convince her to go with us. Convince an opponent. I am considering what I should do to convince him.
Reconsider.
To think about a decision or opinion again to.
Examples:
Reconsider the determination. Reconsider my transfer. He humbly reconsidered his conduct.
Viewpoint.
A way of thinking about a specific subject, a place from which something can be viewed, especially in an area of natural beauty.
Examples:
A scientific viewpoint. Aesthetic viewpoint. We looked at this issue from a different viewpoint.
Graduate.
A person who has a first degree from university or college. Verb, to complete the first course of university or college and get a degree.
Examples:
Graduate degree program. Honor graduate. Many employers hire graduate trainees to train as managers.
Unwilling.
Not ready or wanting to do something.
Examples:
Unwilling look. In an unwilling voice. They were unwilling to take any risks.
Overwhelming.
Very great or intense, so powerful that you cannot fight or react against it.
Examples:
Overwhelming majority. An overwhelming victory. He has shown signs of uneasiness and overwhelming worry.
Confront.
To face, meet or deal with a problem or difficult situation or person.
Examples:
Confront a global warming. Confront the issue. He finally decided to confront problems directly.
Stereotype.
A fixed and unvarying idea or image that people have about what someone or something is like, but which is often not true in reality and may cause hurt and offense.
Examples:
Avoid stereotype. Negative stereotypes. Changing stereotypes about LGBTQ requires considerable effort.
Judge.
A person who makes decisions in a court of law. Verb, to determine the result of or form a critical opinion of something.
Examples:
Judge a competition. An associate judge. The strict judge ruled in favor of the plaintiff in the case.
Ideology.
A set of beliefs or philosophies that an economic or political system is based on.
Examples:
The ideology of the left. Political ideology. Racial equality is an integral part of democratic ideology.
Precise.
Sharply exact or accurate or delimited.
Examples:
Precise analyses. Estimate precise costs. The content is precise and informative for me.
Crisis.
A time of great disagreement, confusion, or danger when problems must be resolved or critical decisions must be taken.
Examples:
Financial crisis. Crisis management. The Chinese word for crisis comprises two characters, one for danger and the other for opportunity.
Urgent.
Requiring immediate attention or action, pressing.
Examples:
An urgent telegram. Urgent situation. It is urgent that we leave for the airport now to catch our flight.